teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UConn Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Bowel, here on the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Tar Heels offense is up first today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
Down he goes. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First down and 10 now. The shotgun running play called. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So UConn's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he released it. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Target at the 35, good enough for a first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Quick throw, complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. He'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pocket breaking down. And that one is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his fate.
And it's caught! Touchdown, UConn! So with playoff pressure for it, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. They test the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's not going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. Well, Kirk, UConn has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Caught. Completion. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Oh, he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
And the Tar Heels looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
Caught near the goal line. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Good job here with this defense and keeping him out of the end zone. Now we got a big decision here for this offense. 4th and goal. First half of a big playoff game. You're down. Do you cut into the lead and put 3 on the board? Or you get aggressive this close and go for the touchdown?
The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety. It's a safety. Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
After giving up the safety, they have to kick it away here now. He breaks free.
The returner brings it out to the 34, and the North Carolina offense will take over.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Here he goes. Past the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Shotgun formation here on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end. And now we've got first and goal.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after, up and good.
UConn, 7.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And UConn's offense is back out there. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Shabira.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They look to throw it here on second down. Swarm to the pass rush. The sack. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch downfield. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense clicking now to first down at the 45.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And it's caught off the deflection. A big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That quarterback put a little bit more on that football. I thought it was going to get in there, but give credit to the defense for getting a hand on the ball. But the presence of mind by the offense to come up with a completion.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch! Touchdown, Huskies! A strong game by this quarterback. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Completion to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Bringing pressure to dart right down the middle. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. And see if they found some solutions at halftime. Makes a nice move there. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. We'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no. Here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. A completion sets up a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Receiver in motion now. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The offense now operating in empty. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Catch made on the left side. Gets some space around the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down. And the Tar Heels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The back's got it. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw here. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UNC, to put them on top now. What if they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Turner choosing to field this one. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They'll give it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another 1st down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And here comes the punter onto the field. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Handoff heading left. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. Here on third down. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? And it's North Carolina in front. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And he's able to send the punt away. And the returner is brought down. And UConn's offense is back out there. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. On the run, it's Hicks. Shoots to get past the man. They make the stop, but it's a big play with 31.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
For the sack on first down, it's second down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's taken down, doesn't get rid of the ball, and the 2-point conversion does not work. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking right, this one caught. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Makes a quick grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And the Tar Heels are in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Good job there finding the back and that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective third down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there.
Touchdown, North Carolina. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead. And what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them the lead here late in this game.
The offense will set up now for the two-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this will be caught as they convert for the two-point conversion.
Chris, I just love the call here in the second half. You're up by a point. Why not go for 2? Push it to a field goal game. Good call by the head coach. And I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting finish. We got a good one on our hands here, Chris.
Goes out to Stephon. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. Pressure on late in this playoff game. Down 3. They've got to make something happen right here. In motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Nice grab. It's Shabira. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Can the quarterback come through under pressure? Now to score late here in the fourth. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes, and the offense produce some magic. Here's the handoff. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking to throw it from the red zone. Gets rid of it on the move. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Same tailback, another carry. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? The pass rush closing in. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? And the quarterback keeps it here. Touchdown, Huskies. They take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can't hold on. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. The ball is caught. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They jump on top here in the final minute.
And Chris, with the game on the line, the offense delivers. Good job up front. The quarterback makes a great throw, and they get the go-ahead score here late in the game to go up 2. The big decision now for the head coach, the extra point, or do you go for 2 to make it a 4-point game?
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. They've got some time to work with. Can they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Looking for a late, deep throw. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And the offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
A really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they've got him, and that'll do it. A walk-off sack to preserve the win. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.